All right, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome in. Listen, go ahead and put your city and state in the chat space. Let us know where you are chiming in from or country. If you're chiming in from a different country outside of the U.S., let us know. But otherwise, let us know by putting your city and state in the chat space. Let's get started with Wealthy Wednesday. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Via Vision Avant. And this is another edition of Wealthy Wednesday. And so, welcome, everybody. Welcome to our show. I am so thrilled, so excited, so grateful to have you guys here. This is just such an exciting time. And listen, what we're going to do right now is we're going to get straight into it. But if you are watching, go ahead and put your city and state in the chat space. Put your city and state in the chat space. But let's go ahead and introduce our guest for today. Are y'all ready? All right, let's get into it. Well, listen, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you all to this incredible woman, Deshonda Jennings. And she is the one who's going to show you guys how to get your business launched, especially when you are embracing motherhood. First of all, Deshonda Jennings knows you can start a business based on your God given gift. She's done it herself, and she is on a mission to help other women to do the same. What are you doing? Yes. With the passion of guiding others through their entrepreneurial journeys, Deshonda walks her clients step by step through what's needed to start and run a successful business. Through her premier or program, Launch Your Legacy, she uses her business knowledge, expertise, and supportive tools to take clients from the ideation stage all the way through the launching of a legitimate business. Knowing 87% of people don't feel aligned with their jobs, Deshonda's goal is to transform the lives of women who feel disconnected from their purpose. Those who want to start a business but don't know where to start or even what their purpose may be. Deshonda Jennings is here to help you guys discover what your gift is and how to use it to start your very own business. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you Deshonda Jennings. Yes. So, hello, Deshonda. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Wealthy Wednesdays. We're so excited to have you here. I know that you're not new to this platform, but we have so many great things that are taking place. And so, real quick, Deshonda, I know this didn't explain how you got into the space that you're in today, but tell us a little bit about your backstory and how you became known in this space of starting businesses, helping women to start businesses. Like, where did this passion actually come from?
First, I just want to throw it back to you real quick and say just thank you for having this amazing platform for people like me to be able to share what we do. Now, I'm going to give y'all this short version of how I got started in the space of my journey. It goes all the way back to when I was birthed with my miracle baby. So many years being told that I couldn't have any more kids and going through stuff in my past through not trusting people. So when I got pregnant with her and God blessed me with her, at that time, I'm like, listen, I don't trust nobody else to take care of her. However, I knew that I still needed to work because I also had other kids. So I still had to be able to provide for my family and at the same time be able to be home with my miracle baby. So I birthed DJ Shining Stars. And since then, I absolutely love it. And, when God bless y'all, He give you the overflow. So after her, three more kids came. Then when all my kids became a little bit older to where they were able to talk for themselves and speak up, I decided to go back to corporate, same job, making more money. However, I miss just being a mom. I don't want to have to ask nobody, can I take off to go to my kids' award ceremony? So I decided, you know what, let me get back in the field that I love, and I absolutely love it. And fast forward to today, not only am I able to still do the things with all my kids, y'all, I'm a grandma now. So I'm able to have the time to just embrace my grandkids. And then it's also two-sided because I understand it's so many women that's in places like I was that they need to work, but they also want to be able to stay home with their baby. So my goal is to just help more women, specifically moms, to be able to make an income wage, not just a check to check kind of wage, but a wage is going to be able to let them do the things they want to do. And at the same time, being able to be home with their kids. And it's so many kids out here that's just on wait lists because it's not enough programs. So I know I say a little bit extra, but I get so passionate about it. That's how my journey started.
Well, listen, we love passion. There's absolutely nothing wrong with share your passion. I can definitely, understand because whenever I'm talking about things that I'm passionate about, I can't stop, right? And so, this is an important thing. And so what I love so much too, Deshonda, I've been pushing this with you for the longest because you are like very many women, or you have a story like many women who finally have that baby, but you want to be able to be with your baby. You want to spend the time with your baby, especially your miracle baby. But we're also chasing that dream that we see so many other women chase. And so you made a conscious decision that, you know what? Not only am I still going to chase the dream of having the success in business, but I'm also going to chase the dream of being a there for my kids mom. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be with my children. And that's where you decided to start your own business from home. Now, let me ask you this, because starting a childcare business or just launching any kind of business, you would think maybe you need to have some kind of experience, understanding where to go. I mean, you come from making a high income in the corporate space, but did you have any experience in launching a business? Like what were the steps that you took into getting this thing established?
Okay, my first degree was accounting and business. So I did have the business skill set on the back end and still that entrepreneur spirit. However, I knew that you have to have a plan. And I always tell people, write the vision, make it plain, just like the word says, Habakkuk 2:2. So even moving from corporate to home, I had to have a clear plan. Okay, this is the amount of money that I'm making in my corporate job. This is what I need to make in my business. And I always say, start with that end goal in mind. That's the only way you're going to be successful. You just can't go into the business because in this field, you're able to learn and grow as you go because it's continuing learning. Even as a mom, it's every day, things is changing with child development. So if you don't know how, if you don't have any information on what child development is about, it's so many free tools and resources and people like me because I've done this that able to take you through that whole journey. So you can absolutely start this business with no knowledge. You know what I mean? You don't have to have a master's degree to start a family child care business.
That's really powerful. Now, let me ask you this though, because you could have probably done anything, especially with the degree that you have. So, what made you say childcare business out of all the different multitudes of home-based businesses that you can get in? And not only did you say childcare, but then you became a six-figure earner in this industry. So where, like, did you know that that's what you were going to be, able to make six figures, or were you saying, I want to do something that's going to allow me, more time to be with my child? What made you choose childcare?
Okay, for childcare because it just matched up. Like I'm a mom, what can I do at home that I'm able to still see all those memories, watch my kids grow. I don't want to do a computer job. I didn't pick that because I just be doing on the computer, I'll be still missing those milestones because I had a background, like most of us back in the day, we do that babysitting of younger cousins and stuff like that. That was me. So I always had that love for kids inside of me, and your gift will make room for you. So when that happened with Tashonda, which is my miracle baby, I'm like, I already love kids. This is a field that I'm able to be with her every single day, watch and grow. And even in childcare, I love that because it's so many kids. Kids is birthed every single day. That's a field that you're never gonna run out of customers. You're never gonna run out of clients. And being a mom, I had the baby, so I was able to take in babies. I had a couple of older kids. So I took in a couple of older kids. It just matched up. It just made sense. It resonated. It was in alignment to where I was in the season when I got started.
Listen, I love that. And, I love the fact that you were able to apply something that would allow you to basically have your cake and eat it too, right? They try to tell us as women that we can't have it all, we can't do it all. And you said, no, I'm going to figure out a way to have it all. I'm going to be there with my children. I'm also going to leverage the fact that I want to be there with my children to launch a business. Now, like I was saying, you were able to build it into a six-figure business to the point where you have had so much success in this space. You have other organizations and companies that are seeking your help. They're like, Deshonda, show us what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. So, what made you then decide, you know what? I think I want to help other women who may even be in this similar position as I, or maybe they just want to launch a space in this multi, I don't know if it's $1 million or $1 billion industry, but shucks, everybody needs somebody to watch their babies, right? So what made you
Right.
say, I want to help other women to do the same thing?
Because I love it. And I do have other organizations that contract me. They contract me by hours because, like I say, I'm so passionate about it. I'm like, listen, we need more than 2 hours here, 3 hours there. I'm absolutely grateful for those contracts. But at the same time, it's women out there that's not connected to those organizations. It's women out there that they're just playing this thing by ear. They're looking on Facebook, looking for answers in different groups. And I'm like, yeah, I love what I do. Like, I don't mind sharing this knowledge, this expertise beyond my own backyard. And it's so many people out here. So that's why my goal is to impact more because as I've been in this sphere and just knowing where we are in childcare today, and I stated earlier, it's so many children, not just in my state I live in, that's all over on wait lists. It's not enough quality programs out there. So I want to be able to take how, when he give us a gift, when I say he, I'm talking about God. When he bless you with the gift, it's not just for you. Too much is given, much is required. I now have this gift. It's not for me to keep here in my own space. It's not just for me to keep in Chesterfield County. When I see someone maybe in North Carolina that's struggling, if I can help them, I want to be able to help them and know that you're not in this field by yourself. And the family child care sector is so unique. A lot of people they talk about the corporate child care centers. However, we went through that whole global pandemic. It was people like me in the family child care industry that was able to remain open, that we didn't have to close our doors. We stayed open because we were doing those things anyway. Like before that global pandemic hit, we were doing those things. And like I say, I'm that mom and because I run that business Monday through Friday, I'm like on the front end, the eyes of seeing what's happening in this space. So that's why I'm so passionate about it. I'm not just talking about it, I'm doing it every single day.
Mm. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Taria Avant, and this is Wealthy Wednesday. Yes. And we're going to be back with Deshonda Jennings. To everybody that is watching us live, shout out to you in the chat. I see you, Tish. Tish says this is so wonderful, especially for women who are already at home without employment. And let me tell you something, okay? That is absolutely key right now because there are people as well who are not even employed, who are moms, who are wanting to be moms, or it just you might be a woman at home and you want to start something. You love kids. So listen, make sure that you guys stay tuned. She has one of her books, her multitude of books, y'all. Let me tell you something. Deshonda is not new to this. She is true to this as well. So she has several different books, which we're going to talk about after the quick break. So I'm going to play just a quick commercial and then we shall be right back.
Dive into the vibrant world of Blue Impressions Publishing, your beacon in the modern publishing sphere, right from the heart of Mobile, Alabama. Fueled by a passion to amplify unique voices, we extend our hand to authors, business gurus, coaches, and consultants, unlocking avenues for additional income and amplified reach. Remember the celebrated Mobile Book Expo of 2022? That was us. Now we're gearing up for our next venture, the 2023 LitCon Author Expos. A haven for both established and budding writers, this nonprofit initiative is all about nurturing and championing the literary aspirations of our community. At Blue Impressions Publishing, we're not just about publishing, we're about curating quality content and fostering a thriving literary ecosystem. We're not just a publisher, We're a movement. We're steadfastly redefining the boundaries of literature, business acumen, and community engagement. Join us and be a part of this literary revolution. For more information, visit yourartisticexpressions.com today.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Taria Vision Avant, and we help speakers, coaches, and network marketers who are authors or future authors learn how to leverage their books to generate over $10,000 plus per month, week, or day. Listen, if you're an author and you want to be plugged into an amazing community, I want to highly recommend you go check out Author All Stars. And for those of you who host conferences, podcasts, things of that nature, and you're looking for some dope people to interview, authorallstars.com. If you also want to find out about our amazing annual magazine, authorallstars.com. Go head over to the website once we are done with this interview. Check it out. Trust me, there's a lot to do there. You can also see all of the replays from our Wealthy Wednesdays there as well. So head over to, you know it, authorallstars.com. We'll see you guys over there. Deuces. All right, guys, we're back. And listen, I just want to say for the Your Artistic Expressions, they actually have another event that's coming up. So it's at 2023, but they do stuff every single year. So they have some stuff coming in 2024. If you are an author, you want to plug into it. In fact, I think we have several of our fellow BPC members that are going to be at the next event that they have coming up in March. Well, listen, we're going to go ahead and bring back on Deshonda. She's got some books. I'm going to ask her a little bit about her books and also if she's going to be reading from it. Also, shout out to everybody who is watching us live. If you're watching in the Facebook group, make sure to go ahead and type your name. I see Tish, I see Ronald, and then everybody else that's watching in the Facebook group, go ahead and let us know where you guys are chiming in from. But let's go ahead and bring back on Deshonda Jennings. Yes. Well, listen, Deshonda, we are having such an incredible time with you. And I also know, one thing that we do here is we highlight authors who are impacting the world with their words. So I know that you have some books. Tell us a little bit about your books. And I believe that you might be reading from one of those books as well. So let us know a little bit about your books, as well as the book that you're going to be reading from and what you're going to be reading.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the books that's in the childcare space. One of them is 7 tips on how you start a home-based childcare business in 60 days. They give you 7 steps. Yes, 60 days. I've done it in 45 days, so you can absolutely do it in 60 days. That's one of my books. Another one is called Learning Through Play. That's a guide not just for early childhood educators. It's for moms, grandmas, aunties, uncles, any adult that takes care of our youth. That book is for you. Another one of my newly released books is called Learning Through Play, and that one is actually a children's book. It's teaching math concepts to where kids, they're doing a little activity and like a tree house, a playhouse. They're walking through the neighborhood, and it's a good tool to teach them how they can actually learn math concepts while just playing. We're over there giving little small kids cookie cutter worksheets and things like that. That is not developmentally appropriate for our 0 through ages 5 kids. Absolutely not. So that book is a fun, interactive, very colorful book. It's a children's book. And then another one of my latest books right here is called The Journey of an Early Childhood Educator. And that book, I am so I just absolutely love, love, love it because it's a tool for anyone, whether you already in this field or you looking to say, hey, I may be interested. This is going to give you some ins and outs on things, what to expect, whether it's tips and tools on running your business, tips and tools on how you can incorporate STEM with small kids, tips and tools on what it's like running a large child care center, tips and tools on what it's like to run a home-based child care center. You're going to also learn more math concepts, and it even have concepts on how you can incorporate diversity. Because one of the things that we need to teach the children when they're young is how to respect other people's cultures. So when they become adults like us, we're not having all of these like racial things going on. It starts when they're young, when they're able to see in their environment that, hey, you don't look like me, but we can sit here, we can play, we can get along together. These are things that you need to teach them when they're young, and it's going to stay up. It's going to stay with them. They're not going to depart from that. They're not going to see colors in color of people's skin. You know, they're going to understand that some of us have disabilities. So that's just some of the diversity stuff that you're able to teach our young. And in this book, it gives you tips on that. And it also tells you, tell you some of the things that, because it doesn't always start easy, but it's going to tell you how to make it easy. And you have note pages in this book that you can take notes along the way. You got some amazing business resources because if you're a business owner, you absolutely need to have a tax advisor or accounting to make sure that you're running your business to be sustainable and profitable. So this book has a lot of good information in it, and I am so happy and proud of it. I had some amazing co-authors that was part of this whole book, bringing it together to life. And my BPC team, they published, did all of this, and it looks absolutely amazing. It's a great read, and I'm gonna read a little bit from it tonight.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you so much. Absolutely. And thank you for entrusting our company to put this amazing collaboration book. So the floor is yours. Let's go ahead and hear.
Okay, so this right, I'm just going to read a little snippet. And one of the questions it says, what advice would you give to someone who is interested in pursuing a career in early childhood education or starting their own sustainable business in this field? So I'm going to jump down because it gives you some good stuff. I'm going to give you a little snippet. It said, my biggest advice is that you have to invest in yourself if you want families to invest their money in your services. What I mean is that investment may be you investing in professional development, investing in materials for your business, investing in a membership to your local and state association, and investing into a coach that can help you reach a higher level in your business as well as hold you accountable. If you want to get the rest of the tips, y'all gonna have to get the book. So that's all I'm gonna read from it tonight.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, and we're gonna get into how you can get a copy of the book as well as some really goodies, a goodie that you guys are gonna be able to get. So we're gonna lead into that in just a minute. But before we go into how individuals can actually get your information, get your free giveaway, as well as then leading, of course, to the book. Tell us some closing and parting words. You know, we have a lot of people that are plugging in right now. They put the I see the laughing emojis. They're like, "Yep, she want us to get this." Yes, y'all gonna have to get this book, okay? But give us some last imparting words for that fellow woman that was, maybe in a position that you were, or maybe they're in a different position, but they know that something just needs to happen for them, and they want to figure out a way to make a significant income, not just for them, but for their family.
I would go back to say starting with the end in mind because you can't come into the space and say, I want to be successful. What does that look like? Because when I first got started, I just wanted to match what I was already making. But then as you grow and, get coached and use the tips, you can go through this journey a little bit quicker. So start with the end goal in mind, whatever that end goal looks like. Like what is that monthly number? Besides the money piece of it, what is it that you want in your business? Like for me, even to today, mine is all about my time, my family time. So start with the end goal in mind. What does that look like? That family time may be okay. I when I first got started, to be honest, I was working 12 and 13-hour days because I was just trying to match. But as you learning to grow, and because you have me that can get you through a faster process, you ain't got to do no 12-hour days. Start with the end goal in mind and then work backwards. So if let's say if your goal may be 8,000, 12,000, $13,000 a month in income, or you may say, I want to be able to have my weekends off. I want to have my holidays off. Start with your end in mind and then work backwards. That way you're not working and trying to hit your goal. You got your goal at the forefront first. That would be my advice.
That's so good. Ooh, that's juicy. Come on, y'all. We got to give it up for that. Listen, I love what you said because I do not like to be a slave to nobody's business, not even my own. And so, if you want to know, if you really want to be able to hit those goals, like Deshonda said, we have to start with that end in mind. Well, listen, Deshonda, I know that everybody here, they're interested that's watching, right? And so, if they're wanting to get something, I know you got maybe something good for them, a little gift for everybody that's watching. How can they get access to this gift? What is the gift? And where do they need to go?
You need to go to www.businesssetupnow.com. Once again, it's www.businesssetupnow.com.
And what are they going to get when they go there? What is it that you got for them?
When you go there, you're going to get an ebook. It's going to tell you exactly how to set up your business. Like, you're not going to just be saying, I'm going to figure this thing out. It's going to give you access to an ebook, and at the same time, you're going to have note pages. So as you do one in the ebook, you can write it down in the ebook. It's going to give you a nice, beautiful ebook created by yours truly on how to set your business up. Because if you don't have that foundation piece, you got to have a foundation, just like anything else. You can't just build a house with no foundation. So this is your foundation to you getting started in your business.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you need to go to businesssetupnow.com. Isn't that easy to remember? Somebody type that in the chat for me. www.businesssetupnow.com. This is where you're going to get the free ebook, y'all. And we're talking about an ebook. It's not going to be 100 pages, okay? We're talking about how many pages is it? About 7 to 10 pages or so? How long is it?
It's about 10 pages.
About 10 pages. This is going to get you foundationally started, okay? We got to get started before we can go. And for some of you, I see some of you guys in the chat saying, well, I have a business or I'm about to get into a business. Go to businesssetupnow.com, okay? For those of you guys who are also saying, Deshonda, I love what you're saying as far as making six figures, but also having time freedom, setting the end in mind. Businesssetupnow.com is where you want to go. Type that in the chat. Business setup now. Look, and somebody said, I love these kind of gifts. Absolutely. And for those of you guys who want to know how to get a copy of the book or the books, when you go to businesssetupnow.com, it's then going to take you to another page where you can get additional details on how to get additional books. You will also get an email, correct, Deshonda, from her, where you can reply
Yes.
to that email and say, girl, I need some of them books where I need to go. So we first want you to go by now. What's the website one more time?
www.businesssetupnow.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Taria Vision Avant. I don't know about you, but I done already went over here to the website, businesssetupnow.com, so that I can get access to starting the foundation of my business. You know, one thing I will tell you, and what I love so much about when you have your business properly set up, is that it also puts you in position to get so many more benefits, right? So whether or not you are not sure if the childcare business is for you, but you say it sounds intriguing, if you know for a fact that you say, I'm trying to learn how to make like this six figures, like what you making, girl, then you need to pull over. Or maybe you just like, I need something new in my life. Businesssetupnow.com. Make sure you guys go check that out. My name is Taria Vision Avant. This is another edition. Every single week, what we do is we highlight our Book Profits Club members. And by the way, let me just shout out to Shonda. She's not just a BPC member. She's not just a regular member, y'all. She's a part of our inner circle family, okay? And so we only allow 10 people to be a part of the inner circle family. And so one thing what that means is that you have a person that is so serious about their future, about their client's future. She is invested into helping her clients go to the next level. So shout out to Deshonda for being a part of the inner circle. Shout out to all of our BPC members right now that are watching, because guess what? Every single one of them that are watching, they've also made investments into to themselves. So So businesssetupnow.com. Make sure you guys go there. It's been a privilege and a pleasure. I pray that your day was full of peace, prosperity, happiness, and healthiness, and everything in between. Until next Wednesday, y'all have a wonderful day. Make sure to give this a thumbs up. If you're watching this on Facebook, please share this out. Tag a couple people that you know could love this information. And listen, if it's not just a woman or some men, have them to plug in, okay? Thank you guys so much. I'll holler at you later. Bye for now.